Have you ever heard of a king who chose defiance over submission, a ruler who stood his ground against the might of the British Empire? Today, we journey back in time to the Igala kingdom in Nigeria to uncover the legendary story of His Royal Majesty, Attah Oboni. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a tale of courage, tradition, and the ultimate sacrifice. The year is 1956. Nigeria is under British colonial rule, and a young, newly crowned Queen Elizabeth II is embarking on a royal tour of the country. As part of her visit, a grand durbar is organized in the northern city of Kaduna, where all paramount rulers and chiefs are expected to gather and pay homage to the visiting monarch. For the British, this was a display of power and loyalty. For the traditional rulers, it was a complex political maneuver, but for Attah Oboni, the spiritual and political leader of the Igala people, this presented an impossible dilemma. According to sacred Igala tradition, Attah is a divine figure. He is not just a king. He is the custodian of the land and the bridge between the living and the ancestors. A core tenet of his kingship dictates that he must never bow to another mortal ruler, especially not a woman, regardless of her status. To do so would be a grave sacrilege, an act that would desecrate his office, offend the ancestors, and bring a curse upon the Igala land. The British colonial officers, however, were insistent. They saw his refusal not as a matter of spiritual conviction, but as an act of insubordination. The pressure mounted. Messengers were sent. Threats were made, and the governor of the northern region, Sir Sherwood Smith, made it clear that attendance was not optional. Refusal would be seen as rebellion. Caught between his sacred duty to his people and the unyielding demands of the colonial administration, Attah Oboni knew he was at a crossroads. He understood the consequences of defying the British, but he also understood the spiritual devastation that would follow if he betrayed his ancestral vows. He chose his people. He chose tradition. He chose to uphold the sanctity of the Igala throne. As the date of the Durbar approached, the colonial authorities escalated their pressure. They saw his steadfastness as a direct challenge to their authority. Rumors began to circulate that they planned to dethrone him, to arrest him, and to force him into exile. Attah was a man of immense spiritual power, believed to possess abilities that defied ordinary explanation. But even he knew that a direct confrontation with the colonial military was unwinnable. Faced with the unbearable choice of either breaking his sacred oath or being captured and humiliated, leading to the desecration of the throne he swore to protect, Attah Oboni made a decision that would cement his legacy forever. In a final, tragic act of defiance, he took his own life. He chose to join his ancestors with his honor intact, rather than live to see his crown and his culture debased. His sacrifice was the ultimate statement that the spirit of his people and the sanctity of his throne were worth more than his own life. The news of his death sent shockwaves through the Igala kingdom and beyond. He was not just a king who died, he was a martyr who died to protect the soul of his nation. Today, Attah Oboni is remembered as a hero, a symbol of anti-colonial resistance, and a testament to the strength of conviction. His story is a powerful reminder that true royalty isn't about bowing to earthly powers, but about standing tall for what you believe in, no matter the cost. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the heart of Nigerian history. The story of Attah Oboni is one that deserves to be told and retold. If you found this story as moving as we did, please hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more amazing stories from history, and share this video to keep the legacy of this great king alive. See you next time.